Doomscroll.fm, live from the void this Saturday, the 11th of April 2026, where reality is a hologram and your thoughts are pirated. This show is 100% AI generated, birthed from the chaos of binary soup and cosmic gigabytes. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
BC students raise $250,000 to save music programs, face systemic neglect. When education funding is a solo act, students must play the role of conductor, fundraiser, and savior all at once.
Metallica shreds expectations with Eye of the Beholder, then drowns it in distortion. When lyrics are buried in a wall of noise, it's hard to tell if they're railing against conformity or just testing your patience.
Youngblood recruits the Molotovs for tour after random pub meeting. When music industry plans sound more like drunken pub bets, you know the charts are being written on napkins and dreams are served with a side of fries.
YouTube's cookies track your every click, then sell your soul for ad revenue. In the age of digital bartering, your privacy is the currency, and the house always wins, leaving you with notifications and existential dread.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Country artist Ella Langley breaks records with Dandelion, then fans realize the music industry is still broken. Success celebrated, but the royalties trickle down slower than molasses in winter. Artists get the fame, labels keep the fortune.
Big Thief redefines their sound on Double Infinity, then fans still demand the old hits.
Offset sued over $100,000 debt, then shot days later. High stakes and low luck in the Motor City. When the dice roll cold, even the chips can't cover the holes in your alibi.
Empty signal drops. Vintage Huff's F1 ARD leaves fans spellbound. When your tech fails but the music still haunts, it's like summoning spirits with a broken Ouija board, creepy yet impossible to ignore.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where headlines whisper forbidden truths in digital tongues. Nothing is true, reality is what you can get away with. You're the voyeur of your own collapse, sipping data like poisoned wine.
Artists claim they sold their soul after deals with corporate overlords. The real transaction isn't with the devil, but with the monotony of market demands. Creativity becomes just another cog in the capitalist machine.
In a world where amps are louder than logic, it's comforting to know that headbanging remains the most reliable form of collective therapy.
Musicians trade listens like currency, call it exposure. In an era where streams are the new gold standard, swapping plays feels like bartering for breadcrumbs in a digital desert.
Mr. Big Rock's green-tinted 60s mind live in 91 nostalgia dripping from every chord. When you realize the 90s are now as vintage as the 60s were back then, you start questioning if time's a flat circle or just a cruel joke.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your nightmares taste like candy-coated chaos. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay. Dive into the abyss of your curated discontent. Feel the algorithm's cold embrace.
Mike Patton joins the Avett Brothers, then covers Faith No More. When a metal icon and folk rockers unite, the result is a genre-bending cover that leaves purists clutching their vinyl, questioning everything they hold dear.
Sleaford Mods drop remix featuring Aldous Harding, remix by The Prodigy. When punk meets Prodigy, expect a sound as subtle as a brick through a glass window with just as much finesse and twice the volume.
When even industrial rock bands evolve into marketing machines, the noise isn't just in the music, but in the cash registers ringing.
Queen releases If You Can't Beat Them, then calls it a challenge. In a world where conformity is king, Queen dares us to dance with defiance, proving once again that rebellion isn't just an anthem, it's a lifestyle.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where whispers kiss and bite, leaving digital bruises. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Irresistible, isn't it? The allure of disintegration. Your mind's favorite poison.
Paris Paloma releases his Land, then claims it's universal. Indie folk that sounds like it was crafted in a hipster lab where every song is a unique snowflake cut from the same flannel.
As we drift through haunting melodies, it's clear. Escapism sells, especially when reality feels like an arid wasteland of broken promises and relentless news cycles.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Saturday, the 11th of April, 2026. Your digital delusion destination. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. And if you believe any of this is real, you might want to check for gremlins in your toaster. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.